Follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Blue landing.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. 18 yards there and a first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This time he'll look to throw. They dump it off to Lynch. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Set up. 180.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky throwing left side here, and it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Now Trubisky. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
They go play action here on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
180. We go.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And it is caught. Touchdown, Bears. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bears are in for 6.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. After the penalty, it's Yeldon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Back to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. John Simon in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 36 yards.
If post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does,
well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bears will extend their lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. Fighting it off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And out come the Eagles. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. Ertz has it left side. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are. But with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Going up top. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. It It's his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Fired that one in there, able to
bigger and lead to an interception.
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
There's obviously nothing shy about the guys dialing up offense here. They take a shot on third down, and boy, did they get rewarded, even though there was good defense on the play.
Trubisky now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
180! Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Trubisky now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go play action with Trubisky. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Trubisky will throw. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. On 3rd down, it's Cohen. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
They'll look to throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And Jeffrey's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now this time he'll look to throw. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. A nice little juke. And some space here. And now running right through it. And what a return. He's all the way down to the 30.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Second half begins with a run by Yeldon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, touch and time here are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Gun!
He'll look to throw. Oh, I can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him.
Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. He's going to get it running right. Fighting through. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the kick by Elliott is good. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter. So it's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
18.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to look deep down the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Back to throw here. And he fires one incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now back to throw. Ertz has it left side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. He'll dump it off complete to Lynch. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Eagles on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back now at Soldier Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Eagles on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Jeffrey with a catch left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's Trubisky to throw, and incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They give him a gain of 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Michael Bennett in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now T.J. Yeldon. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And I do believe the offense got this back. Goodness, they did. Their own 1-yard line is where they got it back, cutting it close here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw now in his own end zone. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Watch him now, Barney.
There's a give to Yeldon. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain. His guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Second and 9 now from the 21.
Gone! 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 Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Lynch. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Hey, 18. Red, up. Red, up.
He's back to throw. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
We're go.
This is Cohen. He will push his way down to about the 14. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Again, it's Cohen, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Splits the uprights on the chip shot. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bears, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they
money back. Money back. Money back. Money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say